Over the years, my preference has really become leaving the factory parts intact, which is why I chose to do the Gibson Delete. There's different brands out there. Action Fab is a big one. Corsa used to make one for the other generations. The reason I went this route was I didn't want to change anything with the factory exhaust. So I can put it on if I ever needed to. I don't foresee that, but if you ever sell the truck in down the road, it's nice sometimes to keep parts off it. You could sell the parts. You just don't know what life is going to throw at you, so I like to keep things intact. The other nice thing about the Gibson kit is it is actually 409 stainless steel, which is the same grade as the nice, high-quality factory exhaust. Now, one thing to know is the Resonator deletes typically are going to be shorter than your Resonator. And the reason for that is these factory resonators, if you look right here, there is a locking pin on the factory muffler. And most of the aftermarket kits do away with that sort of connection, so they make the Resonator delete pipe a little bit shorter, and you still have plenty of material to grab to clamp it. It's just something to be aware of. They're going to be shorter on purpose. Then I did pick up one of these stainless steel band clamps. This is a similar one, and it's 2.75 inches that you need. Their directions show you to reuse the factory clamp. You have to drill it out on your Resonator. I didn't want to do that because I don't want to modify that part. I want to be able to put it back on someday if I ever had to. You never know what life holds. There's no need. I can go buy a nice clamp myself. They give you this U-bolt style, which I think looks cheap, and I don't like the way they can dent the exhaust tubing, so I like this higher quality band clamp style, and I think it was $10 or $12. I've learned over the years, you start playing with the exhaust, you run the risk of drone when towing, drone on the highway, and having to compromise and live with certain characteristics of an exhaust that maybe you wouldn't really want to. I've been there, I've done that, and while I now have these things retired and it's fun to have a little bit of sound on a weekend vehicle, day to day I don't want to listen to that. On this Resonator delete, it gave me what I wanted. I wanted to hear the truck when I started up, cold start, sound really nice. It has a nice idle as it comes down and gets to that kind of warm idle. You can still hear the truck, which is crazy because factory, you typically would just hear the straight cut gears in the transmission pump, but ultimately gave me everything that I wanted. Sounds great going through the gears, absolutely no drone whatsoever, zero concerns eventually towing a trailer. I think it checks every box for me. It is not the loudest out there. Many people probably may not even notice it, but I think if you know what a stock V8 from Ford sounds like from the factory, you're gonna know that there's a little something going on with this. And then to be in it for about $140, including then buying my exhaust tip, for I think I paid less than $60 off of eBay brand new from a Ford dealer. I am barely $200 on that truck for anything related to the exhaust, and it's all done. And I'm stoked about it. So guys, I hope you guys liked this video. I think personally it gives one of the best representations of what these things sound like with the stock single muffler paired with a nice quality Resonator delete. I struggled finding good videos, and that's why I wanted to put that together. I think that's something I do pretty well because I know what I'm looking for, and oftentimes it's not far off of what other people are looking for. So thanks guys, appreciate it very much, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.